In this video, I will briefly explain the reason this topic is of critical importance in the education world. This is a cycle that begins with stress, which eventually feeds into the personal and professional outcomes of school personnel. And then various parts of that cycle can keep feeding one another. So you just watched that video about stress and may have already been familiar with the effects of stress and how it affects human beings. Well, unmanaged stress can escalate to burnout. Burnout is characterized by emotional exhaustion, disengagement in your job and perhaps even with other people, and a feeling that you are not accomplishing very much. There's a ton of research that suggests the impact of burnout on personal and professional outcomes. So first of all, there's the health of the individual, but then also there's teacher efficacy. Teacher efficacy is how a teacher or other classroom staff member views their ability to carry out the functions of their job. And then naturally there's job satisfaction and measures of actual job performance. And of course there's retention. The rate that we are keeping teachers in the field is still far lower than it needs to be. We lose an estimated anywhere from 30 to 50% of new teachers within the first 5 years of their career. And of course, the burnout levels of the adults in the building affects the school climate and the interpersonal relationships between all the adults in the building, also naturally with students and their families. And then ultimately, it's the impact on the students themselves. Academic and behavioral outcomes are associated with the level of burnout of teachers and other staff. And then of course, the adult in the school who is experiencing any sort of negative personal or professional outcome, those experiences then simply add to the stress, which then adds to the burnout. So it's a cycle that tends to feed itself once it gets out of control. I'm mostly describing a negative process, and the reason why is because there have been numerous negative outcomes reported over time. And that's the reality of it. But it doesn't have to be that way, and there are also positive associations shown as far as less burnout and that translating to better professional outcomes.